All right, so this is how you are going to start a form on your own. And if you created forms before, just kind of bear with me as I kind of walk you through. So the best way to get to this page of forms is you're just going to type forms.google.com. Not quite sure if you know, but Google's kind of taken over everything. So what they've done is they've taken out the www and added whatever word of the destination you want to go. So for instance, we want to go to forms, so we're going to type in forms.google.com. If you want to do Google Maps, it's maps.google.com, etc. So anyway, we're at forms.google.com, and I'm just going to choose a blank one to start off with. So this is what it gives you as far as where you're starting off as a blank Google form. So what I would like for you to do for this assignment is to explore this little drop-down menu right here. There are a lot of different options as far as what type of questions are out there. So let's just say we want to make a short answer question, and this is going to be a gibberish form that you're creating, but you are going to just kind of just make your way through that drop-down menu of items. So short answer could be anything. Let's just say this is name. It could be a short sentence, it could be a one-word answer, however you want to do that. You can also see that there's a picture icon right here, so I could also add a picture. You can choose from Google Drive, you can choose from your computer. I can even search. So let's just say I want to type in apple. I can search and choose an apple, and it would put that picture in. The pictures come out huge, so you'll need to click on it and make it smaller by dragging these blue boxes in. You do not have to have a picture, but you can. So some of you might have noticed that in my lunch choices that I had different pictures on there, and that I just click on that little icon to add them. These three dots right here allow you to center it, change it, remove it, align it, all that good stuff. So that's the short answer. To add a new question, I can click over here for the plus sign. I'm going to add a new question. So I'm going to walk through and I'm going to add a paragraph. So let's say you were asking students a question, explain, or, what is the summary of this story? And this is long answer text. You can also put it on a parent contact information. You can put, tell me more about your child's personality, what they like to do. And I would put paragraph on there just so it doesn't cut off the parent's answer. Again, plus sign, going to go through. This is multiple choice. These circles over here mean that you only have one answer to choose. So, what color is the sky? Just for instance, blue, red, orange. And you can add also an other option if you want to. You're seeing these little blue things right here. Don't worry about that. That's actually an add-on that's popping up, and you may or may not have that. So that's not part of the Google Forms if you're wondering. So that's a multiple choice. You can only choose one answer. You will notice that there are 6 dots right there, and that's because you can move the answer choices up and down. Add another one. The next one is check boxes. Now you'll see those are squares, so that means you can check off multiple things. So let's just say, what would you like to volunteer for this year? And then I can put cutting paper or copying paper. You can add all different things, reading to our class, etc. And that is something where you can check off multiple boxes. So again, circles mean it's only one. The boxes means multiple answers. The plus sign again. This time we're going to do drop down. Drop down is great. So if you have students or teacher's name or something like that, where there are lots of different options. You can put them all there and, you know, just keep going. Smith, however, Locklear, Timberlake. And the great thing about the drop-down menu is that your form won't be incredibly long. It will shorten it, and they can easily choose that answer. All right, the next one is the file upload. And this one is really, it's not used too often, but if you work with older students and they have something from their Google Drive that you want them to upload, or maybe a video that you want them to add, you can use this file upload option and they will be able to do that. I wouldn't really change anything on here. You just need to add what they need to upload. So please, you know, or upload your creation. However, new plus sign, going down to linear scale. So this is similar to when you take a survey. How did you feel about this course? And you can make it from 1 to 10, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, whatever number you would like. And then the labels down here are going to show them, you know, 1 is the worst and 5 is the best, or 1 is the best and 5 is the worst. So the labels are very helpful. So 1, I didn't like it at all, or 5, it was the best thing ever. Oh, ever. There you go. And as you see up here, it says saving and then all changes saved in Drive. So everything I'm doing right now, it's automatically saving, just like anything you do with Google. There's my linear scale. It popped up. So you can see I didn't like it at all. It's the best thing ever. Multiple choice and checkbox grid. They are very similar, but as you were told before, it's circles mean they can only choose one thing. And the checkbox grid is they can choose multiple things. So for instance, if you wanted to make a conference time, you can choose here. Okay, here's Monday, here's Tuesday, here's Wednesday. Whoops. And then your columns could be whichever time. So we have 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1 o'clock. And then let's say multiple choice is you only want them to choose one. So here, as you can see, there's squares. So a parent could potentially choose every single box. But let's say I only want the students to choose, or the students or parents to choose one item. So let's just say job application, or job desired maybe. Say you have jobs in your classroom. So I could put the jobs here. So we have line leader, electrician, door holder. You can tell I taught the younger grades, kindergarten. And columns would be first choice, second choice, third choice, and on and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new question on here. So as you can see, here's line leader, here's first choice, second choice, third choice. They can only choose one of those things in that column. And here they could choose everything because they're squares. All right, the last two things are date and time. Now with Google Forms, you can upload it to a spreadsheet so it gives you a time and date stamp. But if you want them to mark on here, let's say you're doing parent contact information and you have student birthday or something, you can put that on there. Or if you have them signing up for a specific thing, you're trying to mark the date, you can do that. It does have a month, day, year on here, but using these 3 dots in the corner, I can choose that and take out the year, or I can even include the time on the same question. So I'm just going to put birthday for just kicks. There you go. So those are all the things in this drop-down menu. So for this activity, for this assignment, I guess you're going to do all of those things. Just create a form just like I did, just to kind of get a feel for how the forms run through. Now, you'll see right here, it's untitled form, so I'm just going to call it a test form. And then if you click up here in the corner, it'll just change it and label it. You can change this title to something else. So let's say I want to label it 2018. Whatever you put here, this is how it's going to look in your Google Drive. This is the title that the participants or recipients will see. This is more for you if you're trying to organize it in your Google Drive. So let's look at this eyeball right here. We're going to preview it. So here is all of my thing. There's my title. Here's my short answer, my paragraph, my multiple choice, my check boxes. There's my drop-down menu. So like you can see, all of these names would have been taken up as options, but I'm just choosing teacher's name. There's upload your creation. How did you feel about this course? Here's job. And I'll show you what that looks like. So remember, circles, I can only choose one. So here's my first choice. Okay, there's my second choice, third choice. But I can only choose line leader one time. I can't make line leader my first and second and third choice. Or you could put first, second, third choice over here on the rows and put the jobs up at the top. However you want to try that out. Then again here, okay, I can do every time on Monday, so I'm going to mark every time so they can see. And then there's my birthday, or the date and then time, and submit. Now you'll notice that right now it would let me submit without answering some questions. So what you need to check on is when you're doing your questions right here where it says required, if you want them to answer it, you need to turn this on. So I'm going to turn it on just so you can see, and I'm going to refresh my screen. So if I click here and I don't answer anything and I go to this one, see how it makes a red box? Because now I required that question. So I will not be able to submit my form unless that question is answered. So that's what you're going to try out. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Comment under the assignment. But other than that, just test out that little drop-down menu and see the different things that you can create. Once you've created your form, you are just going to share that link with me. So what I need for you to do is click send, and then there's a little link right here, and you're just going to copy this link, and there's the word copy. So you copy it. When you go back to your Google Classroom, you're just going to paste that link in there. All right, have fun.